I'm Matthew Martin, and the news is good. Tonight, short and sweet. I am standing in the auditorium of the Vilonia Church of Christ, and I'm getting ready to worship God this coming Lord's Day. I hope you are as well. I hope you can be here with us. It is going to be the first Sunday of June, which to me, that means Church Camp Week, a week that I have been a part of either as a camper or a counselor and now as a co-director, going back 26 years. It is my favorite week of the year. I look forward to it always, the chance to gather with a bunch of young people and to teach them more about God, to sing with them, to worship and study with them. It's always a great week, and that will be for me what I will do as soon as I leave here Sunday late afternoon, or late morning, I should say, early afternoon. So before I go off and do that, I have a sermon to present to you that is going to be short and sweet and to the point. So what is short? Well, I don't want to tell you the whole thing I'm going to preach, but one thing is short is life. Life is short. It may not seem like it sometimes when you're young and anxious and you want to hurry and get to where you're going and do all the things you want to do and fulfill all the dreams you have. It may feel like life is dragging and dragging. And then as you get older, life may not feel very short when it's nearing the end and you look back on all your years of accomplishment and you're very tired and worn down and worn out. You may feel like life is taking a very long time as it's going on. But when you look back on the totality of human history, life is very short. Life is not going to last forever. Something else, though, that's short is humanity. Man has come short of the glory of God. Romans 3:23. Man has fallen short. Man has failed to live up to the standard of excellence that God intended for us, the standard of righteousness that He entrusted with us when He first made us and placed us in the garden. Now take those two ideas and see how scary that thought is. Your life is short, and you have come short of the glory of God. You are therefore racing quickly to your end and to the judgment that is to come. Life is short. You have come short, but sweet are the promises of Jesus Christ. Sweet is the salvation that Jesus offers. Sweet is the word of God, like honey from the comb on the lips, the psalmist says, that tells us the word of God does about the salvation that has been brought down. Fellowship with each other and fellowship together with Jesus Christ is also sweet, that we get to enjoy in spite of our shortcomings, in spite of our faults and our flaws, in spite of all that we did to deserve condemnation. Through Christ we have salvation, and we get to enjoy that salvation with Him, as He said to the thief on the cross, with Him in paradise, forever we shall be. That itself is sweet. But how do we get from there to there? How do we get from my life is running out and I've fallen short to I have the salvation so that I get to enjoy victory in Jesus forevermore? How do I get from there to there? Short, sweet, to the point, like the point of a nail that pierced His hands and feet. Point, like the point of the crown of thorns that was thrust into His brow while He was beaten. Point, like the point of a spear that was thrust into His side, out which came blood and water, the two elements of your salvation, John 19. So yes, your life is short and you have fallen short of God's glory. But the sweet news is Jesus has been brought down to save you. And He saved you at the cost, at the price of His precious blood, which was given and drawn from the point of a nail and the point of a spear. That's our sermon in a nutshell. I'm going to expand on those ideas, hopefully, God willing, this Sunday. I hope to see you here this Lord's Day of Vilonia. Have a great Sunday. God bless. My prayer for you today is that you will stay strong, even in moments of uncertainty and doubt and fear. Those are the weapons of the devil against us. Perfect love casts out fear. When we wholly give ourselves to God and we know He's completely in control, then what is there to be afraid of? And yet the devil keeps finding new and creative ways to stir within us that primal sense of terror of the unknown. So my prayer is that we'll resist that urge, resist that temptation to be afraid, and to resist the urge to let fear cripple us and keep us from stepping forward and doing what God's will is. We will put that aside and go where God would have us go, and not let fear and doubt and uncertainty keep our faith from growing and keep us being better Christians tomorrow than we were today. That's my prayer for you. Have a good one. God bless.